What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back, and in today's video, we are going to go over the plan to do things after Siege. So now that you've won Siege, right? What do you do now? You won Siege, there's tier 2 content out. What should you really be doing right now? Honestly, most people are taking a break because of the holidays. 50% of the player base usually drops at post first Siege because all the hype is done, and pretty much everyone's kind of caving into burnout. And I see the player base went from like 300,000 to 69,000, which is expected. I didn't think it was going to drop that low, but this is usually what happens to this specific MMO. But if you haven't already, you can definitely explore your options with the tier 2 stuff, and get all this juicy loot. But before you do that, I recommend is going into party matchmaking and do the tier 2 random dungeon with 4 players so you can get this, because it'll help you get a specific drop that from this dungeon that hasn't been released yet, which releases on the 4th, which helps you get the pants. But if you want to skip that, you could literally just go ahead and do this by doing the random dungeons. And when you open this box, you can get a chance at getting one of these 12 box hitters. It's the same thing as a dimensional essence or dimensional salvation. So you get a chance. So I'm going to go ahead and open that, and I'll show you what you can get. So it looks like I did not get it, but look, I did get that box. And with this box, I can go ahead and use this on any dungeon that I want, even the one that's not here, which is Caligras. With that material, we're going to go ahead and head on over to the other location, which is going to be in the back, so you can see what you can craft with this. Because with any of these drops, when you go ahead and click it, you can view the usage, and you could do trait unlock stones or dimensional equipment selection chests. For example, here, you can go ahead and see that you can craft it at this specific merchant. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the place that usually does this. They moved it over to this lady right here, the Senior Sunrise Melissa. And look, right here, you can trade in your tokens to get what you need. So it says Shakurix is right here. 2-star dimensional equipment selection chest. As you can see, in here you can get whatever you want. So all you need is 12 of the item to get that, or otherwise you need 60. So this can speed up your process by feeding all the stuff that you get for Caligras to craft one item, which is going to be, like I said, those pants. Other than that, honestly, just take a chill pill, relax, and just kind of coast it, because tier 2 is not going to be out for a while. Obviously Amazon wants you to catch up with the content, but without releasing the tier 2 gear, it's going to be, I think, maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months from now. As you can see, I'm already capped out on tokens on both sides. Honestly, there's nothing really left to do in this game, especially because all this gear has already been made accessible. Like, for example, these gloves, these boots. If you go here, how to acquire, you can literally get this from Abyssal contracts. So there's like no real point in doing these other than trying to get memory tokens. But that's kind of like depressing in a sense, because it sucks, because I don't think they intentionally planned to have the open world patch that KR had with the gear drops. They wanted just you to have to farm it through the dungeons, but mistakes happen. But the good news is you get a bunch of easy free gear just by playing the game that way. And as you can see, with the auction house being as cheap as it is, you can go ahead and buy everything that you need for dirt cheap. Like, all these lithographs are very, very, very cheap now. Stuff that was 25,000, 30,000 Lucent in the past has been equalized and more stable to a more affordable price. But that's it for today's video. Honestly, your goal right now should be to be stacking your Lucent, because once tier 2 stuff drops, I highly recommend buying out your paper and consistently preparing for those drops to be to that way you can sell and make as much money as possible. So always consistently buy this out every week, because once tier 2 stuff drops, you're going to need all that money to fully trade it out, because tier 2 stuff is going to extremely supersede a lot of tier 1 stuff. That's it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your Black Friday deals, and look forward to the December 4th, or was it 5th update with the spear stuff. I'm going to definitely go ahead and max that out day 1. I'm already saving all my resources to go and check out that class so we can see what it's about. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay blessed.